Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today we're bringing you the second episode of our podcast. So basically
that's a great way to start. That was.
I mean, we've got a bit to talk about since we got some news over the last week or so. We're going to be talking about 5 different topics in this video. So I'll just go briefly just brush through all the topics. So we've got the WandaVision trailer, the delay in the MCU movies, or some of the MCU movies, just everything that's been going on with the Xbox and the PS5, just the drama around that.
The mental
it's just gone all crazy. And then the Bethesda thing. And
maybe a few other little things in between.
And maybe anything else. So basically, should we start with the WandaVision trailer?
Mm-hmm.
So we decided not to make a separate video on this because I don't know, I feel like we both weren't really interested in it, and it was about only 1 minute and 20 seconds worth of footage. So
I wasn't I was interested in this show before this trailer came out, and the trailer didn't really hurt my interest in it, but it didn't exactly enthuse me to go and watch it either. I thought it looked decent. I didn't think it was anything spectacularly amazing or anything.
It looked okay. I mean, it was a bit weird.
It was very weird.
Going through it, obviously, but I think with this sort of show, we always knew it was going to be a bit odd, considering Vision's dead. But, I think with mainly the two, well, not problems, but just stuff that was really confusing is the original suits, the comic suits that they tried to implement.
It's not really a problem because I know obviously they're just trying to kind of harp on the comic kind of suits and say point out how ridiculous they look, I guess, because it's a Halloween episode, I assume, because there's other scenes in the trailer that show a Halloween episode, but I mean, it looks interesting, I guess. With the Halloween thing, maybe that'll play because it's coming out at the end of this year, isn't it? I don't think it'd come out in October.
Surprisingly, this hasn't been delayed. I don't know.
Yeah, I think
there's predictions that
this a long time ago.
There's predictions that it is coming out with October. Because apparently there's
it can't. Those Mandalorians coming out the same month. They wouldn't. But
there's rumors that they're going to release them. They're going to drop them on different days. Of the week.
I mean, I don't know.
Or there's rumors that they're going to release a bunch of the Mandalorian episodes together.
Yeah, I heard that, but I don't think that they'd release 2 shows in the same month because they're going to need to space it out, especially since Falcon and the Winter Soldier got delayed recently. That's another piece of news for 2021.
I mean, it seems like everything's getting delayed. I mean, we'll get into the more delays later on.
It's understandable. Obviously, you have to do it. But with this show, as I said, I was excited and interested for this because Wanda's probably my favorite female MCU character, and Vision's one of my favorite characters as well. I was more excited for Falcon and the Winter Soldier mainly because I find Captain America's stories more interesting, and obviously Bucky and Falcon are closely linked to that. But WandaVision, it looks interesting for the most part, but as I said, it was very, very weird, and it's kind of left me with more questions than answers as to what this show is going to be about or what it is.
I mean, I think with the most interesting part of this for me is how this is going to affect Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness, because obviously, apparently...
And God knows when that's coming out now.
Yeah, we don't, basically, no one knows, what's going on with any of the MCU movies that, we haven't seen anything for, Doctor Strange and Spider-Man, and...
I don't really care about Spider-Man anymore, in terms of the MCU.
The thing is, with this film, I think it's mostly interesting to me because of Doctor Strange. And Wanda's well, not rumored, it's basically confirmed that she has a big part in that film. And with both being sorcerers of different kinds, but still sorcerers nonetheless. It's interesting to see how that's going to link.
Sorcerer, isn't she, or sorceress?
But I guess with the thing is with this film, everyone's predictions is that everyone was basically saying, how is Vision going to be brought back? And then
he's not alive.
Well, no, he's not alive, but he's just it's like a fantasy sort of thing. But the thing is that apparently that Wanda's gonna create another like alternate reality for herself that she could just hop.
This is a theory, not a.
But this is just this isn't confirmed, but this is just a theory. But apparently, this is like the most popular theory right now, and she's gonna use the book that's called the Darkhold, which is basically the book of sins in the MCU, to basically create that reality, because even though she is powerful, she's not got to the stage where she can completely just make her own reality. So she has to use like some sort of external power to do that. And then the other person we see in this trailer the most is her neighbor, which is rumored to be...
Which one? There was a few.
It's the one who's dressed in the witch costume on the Halloween episode scenes.
Yeah.
She's rumored to be a character in the comics called Agatha, who works for basically the sort of, well, the devil, or like a sort of a demon that wants to sort of mess with reality and time and stuff. So flipping so basically she there's rumors that Agatha and Wanda are going to become like friends, and they're going to sort of gain this emotional connection, and then Agatha's going to use Wanda to basically mess up reality. And then the big sort of ending of this show is going to be that Wanda becomes the villain for Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness.
I'm doubtful they'll do that.
Well, not a big villain, but she's going to be one of the that's going to be one of the main plot points, that she messes with reality and it's going to do something.
Extremely doubtful they'll make her. I mean, she technically starts as a villain in the comics, but I'm doubtful they're going to make her a villain. But there's also rumors that
there's also rumors that I don't remember the actor's name, but the guy who plays Quicksilver in the X-Men movies, really good actor.
What's his name?
He plays the young Quicksilver, doesn't he? I don't know. Yeah, hold on. Let me quickly search it up. But
Evan Peters, I think that's his
name. I think is. I think there's rumors that he's cast to be in this show. Maybe there's rumors that he's like, there's a lot of rumors coming out that he's cast to be in this show as well. So maybe he'll make an appearance as an alternate reality Quicksilver, which would be
kind
nice
of like
to
how Ezra Miller appeared in Crisis.
Yeah. So that'd be cool to see, I guess, if they want to try and introduce mutants again as well. Maybe that could be a way to do it.
Who knows? Like, the show could, like, along with Doctor Strange, could introduce like a lot of.
I don't think it's going to be a bad show. I just think the trailer's really weird.
Yeah, I just thought the trailer was like, and obviously for us, because we're like younger, we don't really know like a lot of the sitcoms they're kind of basing. Because obviously this is based on, like, it has a studio.
Yeah, each episode's going to be based on a different sitcom apparently.
Yeah, but I've heard that apparently that it's going to be. I think it's going to be 8 episodes long. It's like half of it is going to focus on that. And the second half will be like normal MCU stuff. I heard that somewhere. Don't quote me on it though. I don't think it's true. Or I'm not 100% sure if it's true.
I mean, I remember reading a list on Instagram like earlier this week about people who were like analysing which sitcoms it was just based from the scenes. And the names that were there, I really didn't recognise any of them. Like, I thought they may have tried to go for, like, sort of modernish sitcoms, like something like Friends, or, I don't even know, like, something like How I Met Your Mother, or Everybody Loves Raymond. Like, those are still, like, sitcoms for older people, but I can still recognise those because they still come on TV
modern day, yeah.
Yeah, they're still more modern, but the sitcoms that were on there, I did look into some of them as well. They were just like really old ones from like the 80s and stuff. Well, not really.
Yeah, I haven't actually looked into which ones it's been like which ones inspired.
I just wanted to see if I could recognize any, and I couldn't. So I don't know. Maybe I think that's why it's going to be along the lines of that. So I think it's going to be, for the sitcom thing, it's going to be the old generation definitely going to recognize it more than the youngers, I guess. But
which is good because it's a show for everyone. Because obviously younger people like.
Yeah, Marvel, true. I think it's like,
but even older people with Marvel, they're
with like
cinematic
universes. I don't know. Most of the time try to aim for younger audiences, but
and I'm happy that they're doing something different. Like, it's not the same typical. Oh, here we go. Superhero finds a bad guy. Bad guy's not really the bad guy. It's a twist villain or something.
No,
like
this
that.
is not going to be one of those.
Yeah, it's not. It's going to be something different,
which is good. It's like, yeah,
which even though I'm more interested in. Yeah. Even though I'm more interested in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I think that might go more along the lines.
I want to see
MCU.
the spin that they put on this, because there's definitely going to be a spin. So I just want to see the spin they put on this.
Yeah.
I think we're done with that for now, aren't we?
Yeah, pretty much.
If any other big sort of news comes out, we'll talk about it in the next podcast.
Yeah, it looks cool, but I think I need to see a bit more before I'm completely sold on it. If not, then actually, one thing I wanted to mention is apparently in the trailer there's like a few characters from the MCU in there, like Monica, I think her name was Monica Rambeau from Captain Marvel. She was there. Lady from Thor, Darcy.
The guy from Ant-Man.
Which guy from Ant-Man?
I don't remember what his name was, man. There's the guy from Ant-Man who's like the police officer who makes sure Ant-Man has his tag on.
Yeah,
he comes in Ant-Man too. Yeah, I think there's. I don't know if he was in the trailer, but apparently he's confirmed to be in the show.
Yeah, like Sword is potentially going to be in there. Darcy from as I said, from the Thor movies.
Oh right.
Which I mean, that's an interesting choice to bring back. Because a lot of people didn't like her; they found her annoying.
She is a bit annoying. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree, but hopefully they'll give her a better role in this show. And I think that was it. There might be other people in the trailer, but again, I need to rewatch the trailer a bit more. I only saw it like once or twice. But,
I mean, overall, good.
Yeah, it looks cool. Hopefully it's
but
good
sort
show.
of. I think for the most part of this podcast, it's going to be sort of MCU themed, because we were talking about what we were going to talk about in the podcast earlier, and I just want to mention that we completely forgot to talk about this. Like, we completely forgot to add it to the list, and we also haven't made a video on it, is Kang in Ant-Man 3.
Oh, yeah?
That's a big thing, and he was casted.
I forgot. How did we not make a video? I don't know how we didn't make a video.
I don't know how we didn't make it. Oh, didn't we say we were going to talk about it in the podcast and take the audio out and put it in a separate video?
I don't know. I don't remember if we said that, but that flew like so under the radar. Like no one was reporting on it. Like barely anyone was, and that's like a huge piece of news considering how big of a villain Kang is in the comics. I don't think people like realize how big of a character he is, and like a lot of the stuff that he could introduce with.
And how like sick of a character he is. Like how good of a villain he could be. Like in my opinion, if they did him well, he could like just be one of the best villains in the MCU, or the best villain. Everyone likes Thanos, but I don't know. With Thanos, he's just your typical like main bad guy, isn't he?
Well, what do you mean? They developed him.
No, he's good. He's good. He is good, but I feel like he could easily be overtaken if they do different characters well.
Oh, as in like they could make like a villain that's better.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought Thanos was like really, really good, especially in Infinity War. But the way they developed him in that,
But I think they could make Kang better.
I don't think there's going to be a villain that's like even close to Kingpin from Daredevil. That's just
Kingpin. You know what? With Kingpin, I would like to see Kingpin with Spider-Man, but yeah.
Well, I mean, what with the MCU Spider-Man? He'd like snap him like a stick. You like flick him once and he'd die. The MCU Spider-Man's a little baby compared to, like, especially compared to Daredevil. Remember Daredevil, what he was doing to half the characters in there?
Yeah, Daredevil.
Spider-Man got bloody murdered.
I need to completely like watch Daredevil like fully, because I haven't.
You should.
Yeah, I've only seen season 1.
It's really good.
But yeah, with Kang, we got Jonathan Majors is reportedly lands the role of Kang, but since then I've seen so much like fan art of just Jonathan Majors as Kang, and please just don't make him look stupid.
Don't do like a
don't do an X-Men Apocalypse and make him look like just derpy.
I don't think they're gonna make any of the characters look really bad, because like in terms of character design, I'll be fair, for the most part the MCU's done really well. Like they've captured mostly for most of the characters, and like to a decent extent they've captured their looks and kind of brought them into a realistic, like kind of a perfect blend of realism and comics.
To be fair, with the MCU they have done very good so far, and like I haven't got a complaint of anyone's look in the MCU, to be honest. Like even characters that I don't like as characters, I still think their designs are cool. Like Mysterio, I still think he's super
they got
cool.
Mysterio's design. That's the problem with Spider-Man though. They get everything in terms of looks mostly right, aside from a few like the suits in Far From Home and stuff. But They just don't know what they're doing.
I think with the suit, with the suit, like, because obviously we both said, the night monkey or the stealth suit. It was just a suit that it was a pointless suit. It was just a pointless suit. It just didn't need to be made, and the fact that it was made,
it looked horrendous as well.
It just looked like a sock, but yeah.
Yeah, it looked terrible. So even that the like text, not Stark suit. What the hell is it called? His second suit, the advanced suit or whatever. That's the PS4 game. What was the
Iron Spider one?
No, the black and red one from Far From Home.
It's called I don't even know what it's called. Does he even have a name?
I think it has a name, but I don't remember.
I would look to my Marvel Legends box, but I'm pretty sure it says Spider-Man. It just says Spider-Man.
That suit I don't like either, because it's literally just a mishmash of other Spider-Man suits. It's just Miles's gloves, the PS4 Spider-Man's white logo on the back, Homecoming Spider-Man's like mask. It's just
I like it, to be honest.
Other Spider-Man suits, I don't like it.
I like it. I thought it was quite sick.
I think it looked okay, but I didn't like. It wasn't as good. Like, I'd take the first suit that he had in Civil War.
The first suit was sick as well. I don't know if they didn't really need to change it, to be honest.
Yeah, well, they did to sell toys. That's why they did it. That's why he has like two.
They sold it with me.
Yeah, he has like 4 suits in Far From Home.
Yeah, he does. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, because in the Mysterio sequence, he has the homemade suit and the regular suit as well.
I mean, yeah, but I think the one other gripe I've got with, like a look of someone in the MCU, is what Bucky's gonna look like in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I'm speaking to you about this.
I'm fine with that.
I don't like the short hair, man. I really don't like the short hair.
I don't mind the short hair, but I'd prefer it if he had the long hair.
It's Falcon and Bucky. It's not Falcon and the Winter Soldier, because you're just basically making him into Bucky again.
I mean, I get it, but that's like saying that it shouldn't be Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it should be Captain America and the Winter Soldier, because Falcon's Captain America now, but they're just taking that away.
I don't even know, man. I guess we're gonna have to see. You know what I wanted to see? I did want to see the Winter Soldier that we saw in Captain America and the Winter Soldier with the thingy.
He's not gonna put the mask back on. That's just never gonna happen.
I just like that mask. He just looks such a badass in that mask. And all I can think about when I think about that like look is the knife scene.
I liked the mask without the goggles. With the goggles, it looked like I didn't like it, but
with the goggles, I think it looked alright. It looks stupid in action figures, but on screen, I think it looked alright.
I think it looked better without the goggles, because it kind of reminded me of his comics. Even in the comics, actually, he's just got like an eye mask.
Yeah, but they're making him look like Bucky again, which is it's fine, I guess. But yeah. I would have.
But with Kang,
thing.
With Kang, provided that the fact that he's in Ant-Man 3 is just kind of.
Oh yeah, we need to talk about that. Why is he in Ant-Man 3?
That's a bit like I don't even know what. Like, is there going to be other characters?
No, I don't think he'll be the main villain in Ant-Man 3 though. I think he'll be.
But the thing is, but if he's in the end credit scene, they wouldn't reveal that. They wouldn't reveal casting for him if he's in the end credit scene. Why would they do that?
You got a point. I don't know. Yeah, because with the thingy, apparently it's not confirmed, but. Remember that? Do you remember in Ant-Man 2? We saw that like tiny city in the quantum realm.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's Kang City. It's not confirmed, but like people who work at with the MCU. Have said
remember how in the comics, like the real Yellow Jacket, not the stupid, crappy MCU one. That was another design that was bloody horrendous. Actually,
I don't get why that was
Yellow
a thing.
Jacket.
That was
terrible. Like Hank Pym's supposed to be Yellow Jacket, but that's just besides the point. Do you remember how he has like the prison, like the micro prison? I don't remember what it's called. It has a name, I don't remember it right now. It's escaping my train of thought.
Yeah,
That I thought that was that. I mean, maybe it is. I don't know.
Apparently, it's basically confirmed that city that you saw in when Hank's wife was in the quantum realm.
Yeah.
She was like in a ship. Apparently we saw a city. I don't really remember it because who remembers Ant-Man 2 that well? But I've seen obviously pictures of it. Apparently it's basically confirmed that was Kang's city that he lives in, and that's how basically he controls all time and keeps all time like calm and stuff. But now that the Avengers went and just mashed it all up with their time heist, apparently it's triggered Kang and he's out to like revenge now, I guess.
Well, I don't even know. I guess we'll see. I just don't want to mess that character up because he's one of my favorite.
I don't know because I feel like the Kang should have been with the Fantastic Four.
I don't know. Maybe they could set him up in Fantastic Four, but he's not really like he's more of just a generic, like not generic Marvel villain. Like he's more of a universal Marvel villain where he can fight like anyone, like most of the heroes.
Yeah, I mean he does. He does fight the Avengers and stuff. So
yeah,
I mean
the Avengers. Half the Avengers are dead. That's the kind of annoying thing for me with the MCU now. Like even though I liked Endgame and all that, they kind of shot themselves in the foot. 'Cause it's going to be annoying that Iron Man and Captain America are never going to interact with the X-Men on the big screen.
That's true. I mean,
like Wolverine's never going to be.
I'm getting stressed out that they're going to mess the X-Men up.
If they make them comedic, then it's already kind of like they're going to. It's the MCU. They just do it with everything.
But so they just take the mick out of everything.
It's going to screw it. Yeah, it's just going to screw it up. So
I mean, with Kang being in the at least we've got Kang confirmed, and if they do him well, he could well be. But the only thing is, I think with Thanos, what makes him like the best villain in the MCU, because obviously by like a long shot, is that the way we see him interact with all the characters as well. The way we see him interact with Captain America, Iron Man, mainly Iron Man really, but Iron Man, Captain America, even Thor. Like he
doesn't interact with Captain America at all, really. He just
not really, but
punches him in Infinity War,
yeah.
And in Endgame, he says like a few words to him.
Let's just say Thor and Iron Man. Then we won't see like we said, like how they shot themselves in the foot with like when they've got rid of the like basically the whole original team except for Thor.
Even though they kind of had to.
Yeah, they kind of had to. They kind of had to. And
where it's like,
we don't blame
them
we don't blame them for it, but it's just like a lot of missed opportunities. Like not missed opportunities, but it's just gonna there's a lot of stuff that's gonna be missed out. Like we won't get to see Kang and Iron Man get to interact with each other on the big screen, which would have been sick, I would have thought. And also Captain America, that would have been sick as well. Because Kang's like one of those villains where he could come in front of the Avengers, have a full-on conversation with them, and leave without even fighting them. And that would just be like a good scene. Like, because he's like one of those villains that doesn't really like with Thanos, he was very much up front, going in, punching everyone, grabbing what he needed and getting out. Kang can just like mess about with them, and that's like
kind of talk his way out of and into situations.
Just and give like sinister speeches while the whole Avengers team is standing there and they can't do anything about it. We won't see that now, and that may
sour the experience.
Not make him a worse villain, but make him seem like less.
It'll like sour the experience. Yeah, it'll like make it kind of less impactful than it should be, I guess.
But I think you know what. Saying that, if you did it with the Fantastic Four being there, and then the rest of the new Avengers that they've got, I feel like that could be good. I feel like that could not be the same, but almost the same.
As long as they don't screw the Fantastic Four up for like the 4 millionth time.
Yes, and don't screw Doctor Doom up, please. Like,
I mean, that's just I don't think like. I don't know how likely it'll be that they'll do the Fantastic Four anytime soon. I feel like that's one of those teams they've got to prepare a lot for, because of obviously they've just been like done so badly over the past few years.
They can't afford to mess it up.
They've been treated horribly as well by Marvel, because Marvel don't really put them in anything because of obviously the Fox and like Disney tantrum that was going on for a bit. But obviously now they own Fox, they can do whatever they feel like.
Yeah.
But, aside from that with the MCU, there was those delays as well. For the movies.
I mean, I think,
I'm not gonna lie, I really don't care. I'm just, the only MCU movie I'm interested in right now is Doctor Strange. And Black Panther 2, hopefully, if that still comes out, which I wouldn't blame them if it didn't, but, Black Widow should have come out 10 years ago, I think. When
we can lead on to that, how everything's just getting delayed now.
Yeah. What were the dates? I guess read those out.
Hold on.
Okay. While you get them up, I guess I'll just say, Black Widow I don't really care about because it should have come out 10 years ago, and I don't see the point in making a solo movie for her after she dies because we already know where it's going. Shang-Chi, I don't care about Shang-Chi, and it kind of hurts as well that they put the Mandarin in there, and then
that's just slapping it in everyone's face.
Faked out of the Mandarin in Iron Man 3, which was annoying. Shang-Chi as a character, I don't really have an issue with, but I'm just not interested in that story. And then what was the Eternals? Yeah, I don't care about the I don't care about the Eternals. So it's just like none of these movies really interest me. So they could come out next year or in like 10 years, and I wouldn't really care.
I don't even know where this is. I can't even find the dates, to be honest with you.
Hold on, I'll try and find them.
I guess with these things is that with, you know what I'd want to say with the MCU is that the thing is, it just seems like everyone's losing interest, and this is a problem.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say everyone's losing interest, but I'd say that the interest is like, it is kind of like the more time they wait to announce stuff, the less people are going to be invested. Yeah,
and I think now, say, for DC, I think this is their chance to, like, we said that, I guess, like with fandom, especially what they did recently. That was a big move. Yeah, I think it's a good opportunity for them to come back. Like, I don't think they'll come back completely, because I don't know if anything's gonna, like, something will in the future, but like for now, I don't think anything's gonna beat the hype of Endgame. Like, people who didn't care about Marvel cared about Endgame.
Unless Disney do something else, what they did with Star Wars again, where they just leave it dormant for another 10 years and then release a movie. Like, that's the only thing I could think of that could possibly match that hype. Or maybe, like, even, I don't even know with DC, because, like, in the mainstream media, when you think about it, Marvel has more characters than people care about now, because they managed to invest people, like, a while ago. DC haven't put any effort into developing any of their characters. In terms of, so the only characters people really care about are Wonder Woman, because she's actually developed, Superman and Batman, because they've like been done before, and maybe The Flash because of other stuff as well. I found the release dates though. Yeah, Black Widow's coming out. It was originally coming out in November, and it's coming out February 12th, 2021 now.
I don't get it though, because isn't it finished?
What, the movie?
Like, is it? I swear, like, they don't need to delay it.
I assume they want to put it in cinemas, that's why. They don't want to, like, release it on Disney Plus, especially with what happened with Mulan. That was just a bloody disaster for Disney, and from, like, every standpoint. So I assume they don't want to release it on Disney Plus, especially with a movie like Black Widow. Like, I know, like, don't get me wrong, I love that character, but I don't really care about the movie enough to spend £20 to watch it.
No, neither do I.
That's coming out, in February 2021. Eternals coming out November 5th, 2021. Who cares? I mean, I know there's people who are fans of the Eternals and interested, fair enough, but I just don't care. Shang-Chi, July 9th, 2021. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, who should have been in Iron Man's movies but weren't. February 18th, 2022, Thor Love and Thunder. March 25th, 2022, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. May 6th, 2022, Black Panther 2.
Oh.
And there's the movies that have been announced and don't have release dates. Captain Marvel 2, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and Blade. Oh, God knows where Spider-Man is. Who cares?
He's just not there.
He's Sony though, isn't he? So he doesn't have anything to do with Disney.
Oh, fair enough. I mean, the thing is, I think the only one that you said that I cared about, I care a bit about Black Widow. Okay, fair enough. I don't care that much.
The only reason I care about it is because of, like, the previous movies. Well, the thing is, I don't care as much because, obviously, we know what's going to happen to Black Widow. We know she's going to die, and I feel like this is just going to be some random filler movie. It's just going to be there to kind of explain the new Black Widow who's going to replace her. Because, obviously, if you think about it, from Civil War to Infinity War to Endgame, you're not really missing much in terms of Black Widow's story. Like, I feel like there's not a huge amount to really add to it, but they're going to do it anyway to make money, so it works there.
Yeah. I think the only other movie that I really care about there is Thor, Doctor Strange, Black Panther. Again, Thor, the main characters. Thor I actually care about because I love Thor now. Like, after Infinity War, I was fully invested in Thor because they just made him after Ragnarok, because they just made him badass. Like, even like Thor 1, yeah, cool. Alright. Thor 2. Oh, no. That's not happening.
No, Thor 2 was just a horrible movie. That wasn't even Chris Hemsworth's
Yeah, that was
fault.
that. Okay, that's not Thor's
Even
fault.
he hates that movie.
It didn't really affect my opinion of Thor's character as well. The thing is with Thor, I felt like, you know, when I was like, obviously still a bit younger than when Age of Ultron stuff came out. I feel like I just found him boring. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Like, he was always the guy with the hammer.
That's what Chris Hemsworth said, and that's why he turned into Chris Hemsworth in Ragnarok, and he wasn't really Thor anymore.
Yeah, he was just boring. Like,
I mean, to be fair to them, if you're talking about which one's more accurate to actual Thor, like the comics Thor, then the first two movies. I mean, I don't know what the hell the second one was, but the first movie's more accurate. I'd say the first Thor's like accurate in terms of how Thor is, which I actually like the first Thor. So,
I mean, yeah, but I think with Thor, I was just more invested with him after.
Yeah. But with the also Falcon and the Winter Soldier delays 2021, with the delays in general, I'm just like whatever. Like, I don't really care. I mean, I'm not. It's not that I don't like these characters. I don't like these. With Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I'm fine with that because we're getting WandaVision on Disney Plus. Like, it seems like a lot of Disney stuff. The future seems to be Disney Plus. Like, even Star Wars for now. Like, the next movie's coming out 2022, 2023. I don't remember, they delayed it to 2023, I think. But yeah, even with Star Wars, like The Mandalorian and The Bad Batch, which is coming out next year, actually. That's pretty sick. I just realised that. And, you know, with the Cassian show, the Obi-Wan series, all that stuff, well, a lot of it seems to be at Disney Plus, same with Marvel. Yeah. Even Chadwick Boseman's last performance as T'Challa will be on Disney Plus in What If, so.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
A nice send-off. But,
it's a shame we have to see him play Star-Lord. I don't know.
I mean, as long as we get some sort of meaningful and good send-off for him, I'm happy. Like, even with Black Panther 2, I hope we get that. Yeah, that's what I really have to say about the MCU right now. Just I'm waiting on more news, basically.
It's a shambles, mate. Now it's alright.
I don't know if it's a shambles. Yeah, it's alright. It's like I'm not dying to see anything from it except for. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, the only reason that I'm really, really, really excited for Doctor Strange 2 is because of Sam Raimi. Like, if Sam Raimi was a director, I wouldn't care about that as much either.
Doctor Strange is a badass character, though.
Yeah, true, but I wouldn't care as much if Sam Raimi wasn't doing it, because the prospects of Toby returning, that would just be amazing, and B, Sam Raimi's a sick director, and he's really good at what he does, so hopefully he'll bring, and especially if it wants to be a horror movie, they picked the right guy, so hopefully it's
horror movie. Good. You know what? Yeah, if they actually make this full horror movie esque. I'd be happy. Nah, if they actually made somewhat scary, I'd actually be happy, because I feel like I want to see that, and I feel like Doctor Strange is the right person to do it. It's not going to be
some sort of R-rated horror movie, because that's why they find the original director, because he wanted to go more crazy and kind of out there in terms of how scary it was, but then Kevin Feige said, no, calm down. Because
we don't want to scare off all the kids.
Yeah, and they didn't fire him, but they left, or had a mutual disagreement. Which is movie talk for we don't agree with what you want to do, get out.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like if it was, I would not completely just off the rails, but if they did have a very scary, dark element to it, I wouldn't object, because Doctor Strange is the perfect character to do with as well, in my opinion.
Yeah,
because it's just weird stuff like that. Yeah, and with sorcery and stuff, if that's what it's called, I don't really know. I mean. And just magic and stuff, it's the unknown element is weird. Yeah. To me as well. It's just the mysterious unknown element is weird, and you could do anything with that. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't object to it.
Yeah, that's all I really have to say about the MCU though.
So do I. So really, we've got you want to talk about your favorite game, the collection being released?
I don't know, it's my favorite game, but bloody hell,
or one of your favorite games.
That thing got me hyped. So yeah, Ismail doesn't really know a huge amount about this.
I've played it once at your house, but it's
Yeah, I don't think you really.
I've agreed to play it now because you're playing God of War, so yeah. Which God of War. If you haven't played it, go play it.
There was a leak that said that a Ninja Gaiden trilogy might be coming to PS4 and Switch. Oh my god! If that's actually real, I don't even know what the hell I'll do. That's just.
Wait, did you say Switch?
Mind. Yeah, Switch.
Isn't Switch a kid's console? And I swear that game's just not for kids.
No, they've got Doom and stuff on Switch. They could put Ninja Gaiden on there.
True.
No Xbox announcement. Oh god, I feel so. Every time I say that now, I just feel like I'm just like beating a dead horse.
Beating a dead Xbox.
Yeah, beating a dead Xbox, but the Xbox is the horse. I just feel so like actually no, I don't feel as bad for Xbox anymore because we'll get to that later because of something else. That bloody hell.
Oh yeah, that thing. Yeah, okay, we'll talk about that. Yeah, yeah, go on.
Yeah, if Ninja Gaiden Trilogy, supposedly the leak said it was from some like Hong Kong, I think it was like a Hong Kong ratings board or something. And actually, no, Hong Kong games distributor, that was it. And they leaked that the collection would include Ninja Gaiden Sigma 1, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 3 not Ninja Gaiden Sigma 3, Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge, which was like the redux of Ninja Gaiden 3, which was like way better. And there's rumours that it's coming to Tokyo Game Show, which is happening right now as we're talking. So, if that happens, there's also rumours that Ninja Gaiden 4 could be announced, so this could be hyping up that. And oh my, if that gets announced, I don't care what year that game comes out. I don't care what other games are coming out that year. That game is if it's like the first two at least, if it's not like Ninja Gaiden 3, which is bloody horrible.
Do you think it's going to be like Game of the Year though?
If it comes out the same year,
or is that just your opinion?
What do you mean? Like, as in, would it win Game of the Year?
Like, will it actually get Game of the Year?
No, but it's gonna be my Game of the Year.
Oh,
I don't care what. Like, if it's like the first two, it's won it automatically.
What year do you think it'll come out? Not next year, innit?
We don't even know. Like, we don't know if it's even announced because they said like multiple times that Ninja Gaiden needs to like stay out of the spotlight for a bit for it to kind of come back. Because I've got a feeling they want it to be more like the first two, because everyone hates the third one. Because the third one was bloody horrendous.
Do you hate the third one?
Yes, it's awful. It's so bad.
What's bad about it?
It's nothing like the first two. Like, the first two were, like, really hard. That's the point of them. It's supposed to... Well, the second one wasn't as hard. The first one was flipping solid, though. It was just... It was ridiculously hard. Especially if you played it on, like, the higher difficulties. Oh, my God. That game just rips you apart. But, the third one, they added, like, stupid things. Like, you know, like, the first two, the combat just, like, kept flowing and flowing and going and going. In that one, it kind of, every time, like, you know, if you hit someone with your sword twice, it just did a quick time event and then, made you press a button to kind of finish the person off. It was so bad. They fixed it kind of in Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge, which was slightly better, but I'd still prefer it to be more like Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2, because those two games are just, they're so good. If anyone hasn't played those games, just please play them, and you should play them as well once they come out.
I'll play them.
That collection. Yeah,
I'll play them.
Just
well, you've agreed to play God of War, and you're playing it right now, so I'll play it.
I'm really enjoying it so far. So
God of War, man. Beautiful game.
But Ninja Gaiden, please just bring Ninja Gaiden back and make it good, because I know like loads of people.
I remember when you used to play it back in the day, and you used to love it. Like,
I still love it.
I don't know the game, but I just remember when you used to play it back in the day.
Yeah, because that's like one of my. I'm thinking about it, especially like I don't even know which one I like more, the first or second one. Those are like probably in my top 10, top 5 greatest games of all time, favorite at least. I don't know about greatest, but they're definitely top 5, top 10 favorite. I just love those games so much. So I hope they go back to making them really hard, especially with like this kind of surge in popularity in Souls games. This would be a good, like, interesting thing to make, like, a really hard Ninja Gaiden game again. Obviously, there's a market there, Souls games have shown that. So, if they make Ninja Gaiden 4, and it's like, the old ones, and it's just as good and just as, like, fun to play. Because that's the main thing about those games for me, they're, like, really fun to play. Like, the stories aren't exactly, like, anything to write home about. But the game itself, like, gameplay is just amazing. So, yeah, I just Ninja Gaiden Collection, please come out, and I just want to, even if it's just the old games, I'll play them, like, as long as they're remastered and stuff, even if it's a port, I'll probably still buy it, because I just want to support that series, because it's, like, one of my favourite game series, it's, like, slept on. But, yeah, that's all I really have to say about that. I just think, I just really want Ninja Gaiden 4, and, if anything does come out Tokyo Game Show, I'm going to do a video on it, just losing my mind, because that's just going to be fun.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
So basically, next thing is the Bethesda thing, and then we can talk about the Xbox and PS5 to end off with, like we did with the last episode.
This has flowed very well into each other, to be fair. So hold on, I'll bring the article up. The big thing that's happened recently, in terms of the gaming world, aside from PS5 and Xbox Series X pre-orders going up, Xbox has bought ZeniMax Media for $7.5 billion.
Hold on, I didn't know it was that much.
$7.5 billion. Keep in mind, Disney paid $4 billion for Star Wars. These lot paid $7.5 billion for this. So that, and Star Wars, like the biggest media one of the biggest media franchises on planet Earth. So the fact that they paid $7.5 billion for this is crazy. And obviously that means games like Fallout, games like the Elder Scrolls, games like Skyrim is the Elder Scrolls, games like Dishonored, games like Doom, Wolfenstein, all those games are now under Microsoft's banner. So the big question now is whether all those
Xbox have got some exclusives coming their way. Let's give us a round of applause.
But well done Xbox. That was a smart move on their part. I'll give it to them.
Smart move, pricey move.
Yeah, but then Microsoft, come on, they could wipe their bloody anuses with $1 billion and it'd be chump change to them.
Yeah.
So, it's just, I don't know, like, the fact that they've done this is really good. Fair play to them. It's, really good. Thankfully, it's something positive to say about Xbox. I don't like hating on Xbox because I used to love it back in the day. Especially, the original Xbox and 360 were, two of my favorite consoles. So, I'm happy that they did buy, I'm not obviously, I would prefer that they come to all consoles, but if they're not going to, then, fair play, it's a smart business decision. I can't knock them for that.
True.
But they did say that it will be on a case-by-case basis, but I'd be somewhat shocked if something like the Elder Scrolls 6 was exclusive to Xbox and PC for an extended period of time. That would be... I'd be very shocked if they did that, to be honest with you, because it's too big of an opportunity for Xbox to miss out, and especially if they're spending that kind of money. I'm pretty sure they'd take advantage of that and make them exclusives. And another one of my favorite one of my favorite game series is Doom, and the fact that Doom is going to be exclusive to Xbox is potentially exclusive to Xbox, I should say. We never know; it could come to PS5 and next gen Switch. That's very interesting, and if I'm not going to lie, if Doom 3 is exclusive to Xbox Series X and S, I'd probably get one. I'd probably get an Xbox Series S just to play Doom 3, or I'd get it on PC.
It's not going to cost you much anyway compared to the...
Yeah, and especially if it's on Black Friday or something, I'd gladly get one to play Doom 3. I'd love especially the rebooted Doom games, Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. Love both of those games. So, that's a massive piece of news, isn't it? About just them spending that kind of money to get a new developer under their belt.
Good for them.
Yeah, well played, Xbox. That's
we're not degrading Xbox for once.
Yeah, that's a good thing for them, definitely, and especially I wonder if Sony's going to do anything to kind of retaliate against this.
I don't think they're going to do anything.
I mean, to be fair to them,
Sony's probably not bothered because Sony's in a better position now anyway.
It's Sony's a little ant compared to Microsoft in terms of just the whole wider Microsoft.
Yeah.
Sony's a tiny company compared to them.
Yeah.
But the fact that actually I don't know if I want to say tiny, but they're a lot smaller. But they've already got exclusives. They've got God of War, they've got Last of Us, they've got Spider-Man, they've got Uncharted, they've got Bloodborne. I guess I don't think Bloodborne will ever get. Actually, I don't know. I'm hopeful it will get a sequel, but I'm not sure. I wouldn't say I'm sure about it. But they've got all those kind of games. So it's just also potentially, from what I've heard, this is another thing we could talk about if you want. Metal Gear Solid 1 is getting a remake supposedly on PS5.
Oh right, yeah.
Which, if that comes out, please play it. Because as long as it's good, I'd have to like test it first to make sure it's good.
I think you know when if it comes out when like PS5 has got like a slow amount of games coming out to play, probably will end up getting some of those games that I probably wouldn't usually have played. Just to play something.
Metal Gear Solid is one of the best game series of all time. It's just like it's top 5 up there. It's like it's amazing.
Yeah.
And apparently 2, 3, and 4 are going to get remasters as well. So if that's an exclusive to PS5 as well, then they've got something in the pipeline, I guess, to compete with it. And there's rumors about Microsoft buying Sega as well. I don't think that's going to happen, to be honest with you. Especially now that Sega's kind of getting more and more popular with stuff like Yakuza and Sonic, and obviously Sonic's always going to be their like poster child. But with stuff like Yakuza and stuff like that, I don't think they're going to...
I mean, the thing is,
kind of buy Sega.
I don't want to. Well, I do. I do want to celebrate Xbox, but it feels weird. So let's go back. Let's go back to degrading them. Let's go to the Xbox and the PS5 drama. We're also degrading PS5.
What do you mean? Why don't you want to celebrate Xbox?
No, I do. But it feels weird.
You're a pony.
It feels weird. It feels weird doing it. So we have to go back to degrading it, but we're also degrading the PS5. Well, not the PS5, but just how Sony have handled it. It's just a big flipping circus. What's going on right now? I mean,
So we're the audience. I am because I don't even want either of the consoles at launch. So I'm just sitting here.
I'm the one that's personally experiencing this. Okay, so let me just talk about my experience with this.
The audience is just laughing.
Let me just say, like, with this, remember when it came out, like the pre-order, it was like 1:30 at night, and we were talking on WhatsApp, and you sent me the link.
By the way, we did stream that reveal event. At the event where they were supposed to reveal stuff, there was no information about pre-orders at all.
Yeah, they just came out.
There was no information that's because they're smart with this. There was no information that Spider-Man Miles Morales, Sackboy's Big Adventure, which and Horizon Forbidden West would be coming to PS4. There was no information about that.
Yeah, okay.
Obviously, they didn't want to say.
Why aren't you revealing this information? We need to know everything.
They didn't want people to go and buy a PS5.
Okay.
Which obviously now that I know that information.
Yeah, okay. They want people to buy a PS5. Why can't we get one though? What's going on? Wait.
They can't.
I had one in the basket. You know this. I remember showing you.
Hold on. Let me just break down the situation first. Basically,
go on.
They said the pre-orders are going to go live on the Thursday after, the Thursday after the event, and on the Wednesday, like the day of the event. So most retailers said, "Nah, screw you, Sony. We're going to release the pre-orders now," and then the pre-orders they were just up, and then people could just buy them.
No, I don't. I think for the first few hours, like, no one realized.
Yeah, no one realized. Yeah, because do you remember when I said to you, I was like, "Oh, it's here, our game," and you were like, "No, I'm not going to get it now."
I had it in the basket though. Like, I was ready. I was like, nah, leave it. I was like, wait for in my head. I was like, wait for a bundle. I really wish I didn't wait for a bundle. I really wish I didn't, because now it's going to be like super hard to get one. But I've legit got a screen recording, of me letting go of just closing the tab while the console was in the basket.
You sent it to me, you sent it to me. And I remember
I think that screen recording is going to haunt me for the rest of my life. Because the thing is,
that's the last remnant of you potentially.
I remember just like as this happened, I was thinking, okay, let me just go to sleep now. So next morning, our other cousin messaged me saying, PS5, I'm gonna buy it now. And then she went onto the game website, and it just wasn't there. And it's like, oh my god, where's it gone?
PS5s at launch, man. It's just that they should have either. Well, actually, I mean, people. Also, the scalpers, they went on a flipping mad one. They went and bought all of them and put the pre-orders up on eBay for like $1,000.
Okay. That's so stupid as well. Make it one console per person, man. What are you doing?
If anyone buys that for $1,000, as soon as that PS5 comes, pull it out the box and slap yourself round the head with it, because you're a flipping moron. I'm sorry.
Now, you know what you should do? You should get it, and then jump out the window with it, and then use the PS5 to break your fall. It's big enough anyway, so it'll do it. It'll do the job. But
it's the size of the bloody Empire State Building, so it probably would. But
the thing is, okay, so basically,
it's just crazy
it went off, like, game, just, like, everything sold out. Even the flipping media remote sold out on game. Okay, the only thing that hasn't sold out that came out with that PS5 is the Miles Morales game. I'm pretty sure that's still up in some places.
Like, all the games wouldn't have sold out, so that means they can make a lot of copies of them.
Yeah, they're not sold out, which is fair enough. But the thing is, is that, okay, so game, okay, that happened. And then I went into game yesterday, and I asked the guy, and the guy was like, I don't know when we're getting any more, because Sony's just going to give it to them whenever. And then he goes, basically, Sony's just told us that they're going to give it to them whenever they want. And then he was like, but then basically anyone who's watching this and hasn't got a PS5 but wants one, the guy basically said to me that if you, after, when they next release pre-orders, the day after the store, your local store opens, there's most likely a chance that they will have a few that you could go and reserve in store. You go in store, put down a £10 deposit, and then pay the rest on November 19th, I think, when it drops. So,
in the UK,
in the UK. So that's for game if anyone wants to get it and doesn't get a chance to get it on the next restock online. So, that's what my employer, my local game, told me. So if you guys do want to get it and you don't get a chance at the next restock, I'd say if you really want it, try and find some time the day after to go to the store and speak to one of your local game employees. Hopefully they should sort you out.
The thing for me is, like, that kind of really annoyed me was I saw a video from Review Tech USA, and don't get me wrong, I love his content, like the stuff he puts out is like, I like his videos. But he said that he got 3 of them, and I was like, how can one person get 3?
The thing is, the thing is,
get one.
Yeah, like, the thing is, like, I get your point. How can one person get 3 and then, like, some people just actually can't get 1? And they are the ones who, like, actually just want one to play and don't want to resell them. Like, I saw someone on Twitter, and I'm pretty sure they weren't trolling, because they put up 7 receipts, said I got 7, I'm selling them on eBay for
people use bots, don't they,
more.
to get them, I guess? People can use bots and stuff.
It's not Supreme that you need bots. Oh, what is this? No. It comes out, like, once every 8 years. Oh,
people say that the Supreme's bloody retarded anyway. No, I'm like, it's just, I don't see the point of spending that much on, like, anything.
The thing is with Supreme, is that, the thing is with Supreme,
they're not even actually like in demand. It's artificial demand that they've created. They basically told you this is a rare product, so that idiots will go and buy it.
The thing is with Supreme, like, it's not that expensive. That's why I don't think it's that bad.
No, I mean, I don't care about the price. It's the thing that, like, they make, like, a little of it, and they say, oh, look, it's rare, so now you have to buy it, and then people just bow down to them like sheep. The bloody Supreme are the shepherds, they're the Supreme shepherds, and you're the bloody Supreme sheep, and you're going to them. Just because I think that's, some people do that every week, innit? But with me, if I do get it, I've only ever bought from them, like, twice. It's only with something like that I actually want. It's not going to be, I buy it because it's in high demand. It's only something like that I actually think is nice, and I'm just going to go and get it. And half of the time, I haven't even been able to get one, just like with this bloody PS5. But the thing is, Wait, hold on. I got an idea. Why don't you get the Supreme Mortal Kombat arcade machine instead of the PS5?
I want to know how much that is, because they haven't released the price for it. They haven't released it yet as well. But it's releasing
I'd want the regular arcade one up of that. I love Mortal Kombat, so...
Why is flipping? Who is it? Raiden's wearing like a Supreme gi or whatever it's called.
That gives me just like.
Does it take away your life force? Deplete your life force?
It takes away everything. My mental ability, my brain capacity, everything. Everything about my life just changes for the negative or for the worse when
enough about Supreme, because it's flipping. But
PS5, the thing people were saying about, one thing I would say though, is people were saying, like, I saw, again, Richard Review Tech USA, again, I like his videos, but I didn't agree with his take on the PS5. He said that it's a good, like, he defended Sony, saying, oh, it's a good thing they did this because, scalpers can't get them now. Like, they can't use bots to get them because they just dropped it at a random time. Scalpers still got their hands on them, A, and B, also, I feel like if he didn't get 3 of them, and if people who did get one didn't, they'd be complaining about this more.
I feel like if he was in the same situation that, say, that I was in, he would have made a completely different video.
Yeah.
But saying that, why is Sony letting people buy more than one? I'm pretty sure there was like...
I mean, it's not. It's at the retailer's discretion. Technically, it's not to do with Sony. Because but
Sony should have said.
If you buy directly from Sony,
the thing is with the retailers.
From Sony, then you can. Yeah.
You know the thing is with the retailers, yeah. They don't flipping care. They just want their money.
Yeah, they just want money. Yeah,
they just want their money, no matter how they make it. Yeah, they have to sell. Someone buys 25 of those consoles. They don't care. They've got thousands, but
yeah.
Obviously, people are gonna like degrade them for it. Like, you know, with Argos.
Yeah.
Let me just talk about the Argos situation, because it came out on loads of places the same day, like with Game and Amazon and that. And fair enough that they sold out because they released on the same day, but Argos released it later and they did something bloody stupid. Okay, so Argos, yeah. Let me find this tweet, actually. Basically, Argos said, okay, we're going to release the PS5. Fair enough. They released it later than everyone else. Okay, whatever. That's fine. But then, on the Argos Twitter account, think about it. To be fair to Argos, in terms of business, again, not like in terms of being nice, but as a business, that was a smart move for them to release it later, because obviously people who didn't get one day one would be desperate to go and get one, and they just go to Argos and get one. Morally, it wasn't good, because it was on a stupid night as well.
What business cares about morals?
Huh?
What business cares about morals?
I know, but like ethically, it's just not, you know.
Yeah, but what business cares about ethics either? If that was the case, bloody Primark wouldn't exist. I mean, I'm not wrong. Am I wrong?
Okay, fair enough.
Exactly, no. You're laughing, but it's true.
Yeah, true.
That's probably why you're laughing, to be fair, because it's funny, because it's just true.
Oh, yeah, basically, with the Argos,
that funny.
With the Argos thing, yeah, they basically said someone released what do you call it? What's it going?
They released a tweet that said that they were
basically
getting in stock at 12.
Yeah,
midnight.
They basically said, and they gave a link.
That didn't happen.
And then people, I remember just Twitter went mad at that point. There was Turbo Man memes coming up. There was bloody everything coming up. There was bloody shooter memes coming up, which was a bit worrying. But we just brushed past that because there was someone called Aiden that released a tweet, and then everyone was like, "We need to find Aiden and just assassinate him." But anyway,
Aiden became Han Solo.
Yeah,
in episode 5,
McClunky.
They're gonna send like every bounty hunter they have after Aiden.
But yeah, basically they released it late. It came legit. Yeah, this was it was a Thursday night. It wasn't exactly a week ago.
No, it wasn't. It was a Friday, wasn't it? Because they released it on the No.
They released it on a Thursday night because I remember I had college the day after.
Like, no, because they released it on a
Friday morning. Yeah, Friday morning.
Yeah, Friday morning. Yeah, technically.
Basically,
Friday.
It was meant to come out at 12. Everyone was on there at 12. The website obviously crashed because it obviously was going to. But then the website eventually came around not too long after, like about 20 minutes later. For me, it came up a bit earlier, but I remember it started coming up for everyone like 20, 30 minutes later. People were going atting Argos on Twitter saying, where is it? Okay, release it now. Could you give us like a specific time if you're not going to release it now? Argos said nothing. Then at 4:20, which is a meme number, you know, we know the 420 Blazing Squad, but Snoop Dogg and them weren't there. But the thing is, yeah.
What the hell are you? I'm so confused right now. What the hell have I just listened to?
420 is just like a meme number to put it out on. 420 in the morning, it released and it sold out. I remember someone said 11 minutes on Twitter. Someone said 11
That was like the Xbox though, because the Xbox they did the same thing. Well, I don't know. August did the same thing.
The thing is, you know what happened with me? I woke up 20 minutes after, just conveniently. I woke up like at 4:40, 4:41. Yeah. I woke up 4:41, just like my eye open, and I was like, "Oh,
not even to pre-order it. You were just awake."
I was just awake. Like I went to pre-order it at 12, and then it just didn't come out. At like 1:30, I just gave up and went to sleep. So basically, at 4, I just woke up not 4:40. I just woke up naturally. Went onto it. It was available. Like I put it in the basket and everything. PS5 is not available to be delivered to your area. I was like, what do you mean? I was sitting on my phone like, what? And then I just like, I went onto Twitter and everyone was like, then this is what happened. Everyone was like with Argos, you've taken £450 out of my account, but I haven't got a confirmation email. And then
that was just,
and then Argos released a tweet.
Been a disaster.
Argos released a tweet next day saying, if you've had your money taken out of your account, but you haven't released an email, you haven't received an email, we are sorry to say that. We are sorry to say that your order did not go through. Please, he said, please, please reconfirm your order, which you couldn't do because it was out of stock. And then he said, he said, please reorder.
Yeah, reorder what? There's nothing there. Oh my god!
And then
the thing is, I'm not going to say fair enough to Sony, but they realised the mistake they made and they apologised for it. It said more will come soon. But bloody hell, man, they screwed it up big time the first time.
No, but this was, I think, and then basically, they said, you can wait for wait for your refund. He said, wait for your refund, and then everyone was like, everyone's lost their mind basically. And then 2 days after that, Amazon came out and said, sorry, we're having to cancel orders because we don't have enough.
No, I think they said they're sending them late. Send them
late. I thought they said they were cancelling orders. But yeah, that was sort of my experience with it, and that was just...
Remember when we found eBuyer? eBuyer, they had it, and then the website just crashed completely.
Yeah, but I think everyone just found it at the same time, because that was on Thursday as well, but not Thursday. That was a Thursday.
It was the day after. It was Friday. Friday.
Oh, was it Friday? Oh, yeah. So it was Friday,
Friday,
and then basically on eBuyer we went onto it, and it was available for like a lot of people. Just like there was loads of, like it said, like 100 plus people buying it.
But I
also got to the checkout, but mine crashed. But then halfway through, like everyone was buying it, a notice came up on the side saying basically you may receive this late, basically meaning that you will receive it late. There was no way that eBay was going to deliver it on time. I didn't think anyway.
They said it in wordsmithing that they were like gonna basically say, yeah, you're gonna get this late.
Yeah, and then when I basically read that, I was like, forget it. I want it on time. But the thing is, I was like, basically in my head, I want it on time, or I don't want it until late after. I'll survive with my PS4 until then. But the thing is
I'm just gonna play Miles Morales. I mean, I know it's gonna be like in terms of frame rate and everything, it's gonna be inferior, and like graphically, it's gonna be inferior on PS4. I mean, as long as it runs as well as the first Spider-Man did, I don't particularly mind that much playing it on PS4. And like, I could wait to get a PS5 because I mean, Demon's Souls again. I really do want that game, and it looked amazing. But that one game isn't enough for me to spend £450 to get a console day one.
Yeah, and with the PS5, obviously orders were shambles basically. In the UK anyway. I heard similar things for America with Walmart and stuff. And then same thing basically happened for Xbox like 2 days ago. Basically the exact same thing.
The Xbox actually said when they were going to put their pre-orders out though, and so fair play to them.
Yeah.
But yeah, the same thing happened. It sold out in like 14 minutes from what I read, and it's just been completely.
Also, I read that some orders did get cancelled.
For Xbox?
Yeah, some did.
The Xbox, I had a good feeling that would sell really well, especially Series S for $250. You can do 1440p, 120 FPS.
Yeah, I mean, it was fair play for telling them the price, but just tell them about the other thing, the storage thing. Tell them.
Oh, yeah. Storage is $220 for those of you who want 1 terabyte Xbox Ones. Oh, not Xbox Ones. Bloody, the Xbox are so bad at naming their consoles. Actually, that was another thing that happened. You know, some people, they, obviously people who are less, kind of...
tech savvy.
Tech savvy, yeah. They kind of know less about games.
Yeah.
They ordered Xbox One X's instead of pre-ordering Xbox Series X.
Say, what? Please.
Because the naming on the thing is, really bad. So obviously, parents who are probably getting them for their kids for Christmas ordered an Xbox One X.
And then it comes in there. We've already got this one. Oh, alright.
Time to send that back and not get an Xbox Series X because they're all sold out.
But
But
the storage thing's just kind of mad. Like, why?
The storage thing, yeah. I think it's 160 in the UK, I think that's what I read. I don't remember. But it's those little, like, storage card things that are, like, they showed them after, like, these little, they're really small, you just slide them into the back of your Xbox. It's like a little slot on the back, you put them in, and then they increase your storage.
Oh, can we talk about the storage on the PS5? How much was it? 850 gigabytes?
825.
That's not enough. I'm sorry, that's not enough. Like, we need 2 terabyte consoles.
That Demon's Souls takes up over 100 gigs.
So basically, everyone's going to be having the same problem that they had with the PS4, unless they get an external hard drive. But
and you can't get an external hard drive on this. You have to get SSD, because obviously the SSD is like ridiculously fast.
But how much is it?
You might be able to get a hard drive. But it's not going to like work as well as an SSD would, especially now.
Okay,
SSDs cost more than hard drives.
Why in 2020, when we're releasing next gen consoles, do we not have like 2 terabyte consoles or like even more?
Money
as basic like requirements.
Money. They want people to spend money on obviously more storage, I guess. It depends how they do it.
Well, yeah, that's why we've got a flipping media remote for that's flipping selling out everywhere for no bloody reason.
Yeah. Because people just want that's what I don't get. Like, a lot of the people that I know that are pre-ordering and have pre-ordered PS5s, they're not, like, I feel like they're just getting it because they want to say I got a PS5 day one. Because there's no games that are on PS5 that aren't on PS4 that they'd want to play. Like, the only game that's on PS5 that's not going to be on PS4 at launch is Demon's Souls. And I know a lot of the people who are going to buy a PS5 day one and not going to play Demon's Souls. And if they do, they're going to get it. Yeah, you'll play it for about 5 minutes, then flipping throw it down and delete it. That's what you do with Bloodborne.
That's what I do with Bloodborne and Rocket League.
That's the thing.
Rocket League.
Yeah. When you rage at Rocket League, you know it's all life's just falling apart.
Yeah, but, this is why basically I'm going on a strike with online games. I'm not playing online games until the PS5 comes out.
That's a quick one. I don't believe that.
I've ordered Jedi Fallen Order to play. That should last me a while if I play it slowly.
Yeah, finally get to play one of the best Star Wars games. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's just been a mess with like the pre-orders and all this ridiculous stuff. It's like,
I think it was expected though. I don't know. I don't know. I sort of saw it coming.
I didn't expect it to be like this ridiculous, but yeah, I expected them to sell out. I don't know about that quick. And I didn't expect them to kind of script, because Sony said they'd give us ample time. I don't know why I'm saying us again. I wasn't going to pre-order one anyway.
Me.
But,
give me ample.
Yeah, they were going to give you and all the other people who wanted one, which, again, if you wanted one, fair enough. If you got one, congratulations.
If you got one, I'll buy it off you. I'm joking.
Go to eBay, get it for 1,000 off the scalpers.
I don't get why they did that. They should.
Once I got to the eBay checkout, I should have bought one and sold it for 1,000, and then just bought another one. And then, like, once they were back,
you could have bought two.
I know, but I wouldn't do that. I don't want to do that. I've got no interest in reselling.
Exactly. But, like, people, I don't know, people who resell consoles for that much, you're just, if any of you do that, and like, if you're reselling a console for like £1,000, I don't care who you are, you're just a bit sad, aren't you? Like, why are you doing that? That's just not morally right, is it?
To get money? What do you mean, why?
No, they don't deserve the money.
Yeah, but, that's really it from me. It was a mess.
Yeah, that was a mess, but really...
I feel like I've just, like, lost a lot of energy from just talking about it.
I lost a lot of energy from flipping staying up to trying to buy one.
Yeah. So hopefully, again, for those of you who didn't get one, hopefully you do get one eventually.
Yeah, hopefully we all get one. And obviously, if you're in the UK...
You need one.
If you're in the UK, try the game trick. Hopefully...
It's not really a trick. It's
not really a trick, but it's just like, some people don't really think about that sort of stuff.
I would say don't worry a whole lot, because I think they're going to obviously get a good amount more, because they want people to have them so they can make money.
Oh, just for the thingy, basically Curry sold out as well, but apparently they're restocking like very soon. Like, apparently there's rumours that Curry's are restocking like really soon. And then John Lewis still hasn't dropped there, so yeah. That's pretty much
and
really
I'm not sure about other UK shops, like Smith's as well. They sold out, and I don't know when they're going to restock. But yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's just been a really like weird times we're living in it.
Very weird times, yeah, with everything that's going on in the world, and then obviously this is like obviously a much smaller issue.
Yeah,
by comparison,
definitely.
But it's like,
but yeah,
it just depends, I guess. Yeah,
we're just surviving,
really.
Able to
get one, how you feel? Yeah. But that's about it.
I mean, that's all the topics covered for this video, yeah.
Yeah. If you made it this far, you're an absolute legend. Staying here and listening to us say stupid things for about an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Almost an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching, if you did make it this far.
Thank you. Thank you.
If you do want to check out our previous episode, it's on our channel, and as we were talking about, PS5 is a big topic, that we did react to the live stream, so you can go and watch that as well. We will be covering more stuff, hopefully, on the next podcast. With the podcasting, we obviously, like we said in the first one, we're going to be busy some weeks, so we might miss it some weeks, or we might do, like, depending on also how much news comes out, so we'll just stick around for it, really.
We'll release it when we're ready. Yeah,
basically. And because we want to make sure we get, like, a good amount of content. We just don't want to put filler content in that's just not really worth talking about. So yeah, I mean, thank you for watching. If you had made it this far, feel free to check out our other podcast, and all of our other videos are on our channel. Check out our Instagram. Link will be in the description. We do sort of regular updates on there with videos and stuff. If you did enjoy this video, leave it a like. Comment on your thoughts on any of today's topics. Feel free to want to discuss it with us in the comments.
Be sure to sub if you haven't already.
Yeah, make sure to subscribe and stick around. Share it with all your family and friends, the gaming community, the movie community, just all your communities. And pretty much thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Yep, thanks.
See ya.
We'll see it.
Bye.
Bye.